Okay, there we go. Now we've got audio. Sorry about that, everybody. I set up the new system, and not everything is working the way that I would hope that it would run. But we are going to get the bugs worked out here during the show. Hopefully, we won't run into too many issues. I've been hearing some weird audio distortion from the group on the Discord, so hopefully we won't have an issue with that. Let me know in the chat as the show goes on if you hear anything strange. Again, like I said, new setup. And again, welcome to the show. New background, kind of changed the layout of everything, so hopefully that will make things more interesting as well. But right now, what I'm more worried about is making sure that I can hear everybody clearly on the Discord. So we're going to go ahead and bring the whole team over here. We've got Garrett. We got Ruben. We got Nick. All right. And, I'm Chris. Very glad to be here. We have had some playtesting going on, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Right now, any news to report before we finish off talking about Russia?
Forget the name of it, but you can get it on Amazon. I think it's Amazon Print on Demand, but more lore. I heard that the team was at Origins because I think Origins is this weekend.
I think so. Yeah.
So they're like setting up and talking a little bit. So
Listen.
This weekend.
They've got demos at all these conventions.
Mm-hmm.
Give me game. Release the warehouse.
As far as I've heard,
Stop demoing.
Release the Kraken.
Yes, release the Kraken for sure. They're going to be selling at conventions again. Bryn
is that a confirmed? Are they selling? Will they have stuff at Gen Con and Origins? Do we know?
I think there's going to be stuff at Origins. They're setting up the booth right now, and it was on stream, and I was reading the Discord, them talking about it. One of the Discords, them talking about it. And basically, the Tuesday Newsday person was there, and then Bryn was like setting shit up in the background and having questions asked to him, and then he would say stuff, but then he wasn't right next to the mic, so...
Perfect. That's what I'm talking about,
new round of FAQ has been opened, so if you've got any pressing questions about the game, and Lord knows we sure do, get those in on the Discord so that they can get answered whenever it comes out again. Because there tends to be quite a bit of lead time on when a FAQ submission happens and when the actual answer comes out. Hopefully they'll update the website again too.
Which is fine. I think that's normal. Like quarterly, if they did that's pretty fast. I'm an Armada player, so I expect 1 to 2 years between FAQs.
I've transcended the Armada ignoring
expectations.
3-year cycle. Well, a 3-month cycle is what I'm used to now, and frankly, I think it's like a little bit too much. I think quarter is fine, and points every 6 months would be totally great.
3 months is a quarter.
Then probably every 6.
You want biannual? Is that what you want?
No,
6 months.
Like every 4 months. I think 3 is a little tight.
3 times a year.
All right, you got it. Yeah. Noted.
Yeah.
I'll put that into James' workshop for you.
There's all no. I need James to get me stuff like chop post haste. We got a whole lot of data sheets up in here. Okay.
You just said you wanted to slow it down.
I think it's a really fast tempo that punishes people who are not constantly terminally online about it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I can see that.
That's for sure.
But it's supported because you can go get it all free digitally and it's easy to access. So if you're on the grind, it's fine because, stuff will get fixed at a pretty decent clip.
Listen, If you're listening to this podcast, you're terminally online. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
That's true.
Yeah, and it also works too, because if you do play casually, you don't really care about the competitive scene. Like, just get on, see what's changed, what's updated. The good thing about like 3-month updates is like there's never like huge drastic changes. So you never have like these crazy upsets where it's like, wait, what happened 6 months ago? It's just like, oh, those points changed. Oh, that they tweaked the wording on that.
And frankly, Leviathans has basically 0 content compared to 40K. Like in relative scale of how many components there are.
Nobody on the planet has as much. No.
Well, yeah. And that's why I don't think you need to do much more than 6 months balance, like points pass, and maybe a FAQ for this game, and like release some shit once a year. And then this game will be totally healthy.
Let's say twice
content
a year.
Release.
I went twice a year release.
Oh, you want to be faster than Armada? I see.
Yeah,
I see.
So it's just a tad.
Twice a year.
But that's like all our news, right? That's all we got. Listen, I talked to my boy Will Roscoe, the Aluminum Falcon man in Australia. No word on their Kickstarters.
Wow.
So
Okay.
Australia is dry as Europe, and they're.
You don't usually get to make that sentence.
True. Yeah. Although he lives in Perth, where it actually is like super dry.
Okay.
So. But cool beans, guys. Let's go back to Russia, right?
Still waiting.
By all means, jump ahead. I'm trying to watch the technical side. Yeah, I'm trying to watch the technical side on here because I think it's my earbuds that are giving me issues, but
I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. So I guess we can just take it away.
Sure. So we did we did battleships. Well, we did last week. Well, earlier this month. Previously on the 13th Fleet, we did the Admiral cards. We did.
Yeah, because now I can't hear a damn thing. But I'm showing that the audio is coming through. So I'm going to let you guys go, and hopefully that I can get some hearing back.
Right. Yeah. Admiral cards, captain cards, battleships. Yep. So, and we generally came to the conclusion that from a admiral card I did decide to stir the pot on the Discord, and I did write a whole tier list. That's everything in tiers in the game.
Are you guys getting feedback from that?
I'm good. I just dropped. Let's go. Give me one. Alrighty. Battle cruiser operational. I gotta get Catherine. Yes, we have the Catherine class. So the Catherine class is generally, I'm looking at my relative stats here. It's a little light in its bow, and its sides are a little better than average. And we'll go with the, let's see here, which one do we want to go with? Kazarsky. I prefer the Kazarsky, personally. Are we skipping the Romanov? The Romanov. We'll cover that one at the end, because it's kind of a special case. Yeah,
We'll cover that one. We'll talk about it especially the Kickstarter ship.
Oh, Kickstarter ships. Okay.
It makes the other two look like garbage.
Well, yeah. Like, are you surprised? So, Kazarski's 27 SI, 5 movement points, inner hexapod 4-3, and yellow AA. The
Hold on,
27
we've got an audio issue.
I'll just keep talking. Hey.
Give me a test.
Doing MSU, and
Okay.
because it has torpedoes on it, and we all know I love torpedoes.
One piddly torpedo.
Yeah, it's weird. It makes it sound like we're in a different room. Chris sounds fine, but like we sound like we're in another room. It's weird. So stand by, everybody. Can't hear it well.
Really, Nick? One torpedo?
Got two if you play, right?
Not.
This is the
How's
problem
that
with getting
anything
a
with
new
two
setup here.
The live streaming, it's difficult.
Yeah,
Not the
it looks like
320
we've got the live audio back, but I can't tell if you're getting feedback from me.
Keep talking.
Yeah. So no, it's got a torpedo in the bow and torpedoes on the sides. So if you get it just right, you can get 2 torpedoes on the side, which I usually bring other ships supporting torpedoes. This is not my one torpedo though.
I mean, I look at this ship and I go, "Oh, look, 5 blue-yellow guns. Golly, those are actually good."
Yeah, but you're not getting all 5 on this at the same time. You're usually getting 3, and the other 2 are going to sit
And
there.
you know what happens when I shoot a 2-location die
Yeah,
ship with
we
3
still got
blue-yellow
reverb
guns?
on us. Not Chris.
I
though.
get 3 slots through.
I just don't like and I don't know how. I haven't played enough of other factions.
And it's got a 203 with saturation. The ship's so good.
It's got to
No,
yes. It
It's
does
just
have
not
the
good. Stop. The ship is speed 5, HPT 3. It's
and no
not
steering
good.
gear. It's no steering
not
gear,
good.
which is the biggest.
not good at all.
Gun.
not
Apply
good at all.
gun.
No.
Apply gun.
Hard stop. Not good.
If you want,
You
gun
should be
go
used
anywhere.
to HBT 3. You
I
fly
know,
Germans all the time.
Sucks. It's awful.
I see these guns and I go, I can get this thing to work. This will do damage.
This ship can't turn. It's got low SI. It has low SI for what it does.
It's
I'm
stuck.
sorry.
Technically,
27. 27.
If you shoot this ship in the front, it is dead. It is dead to rights. It's done.
That's why you don't
It's done.
shoot. That's why it sits back and shoots torpedoes outside.
Yeah,
That's why it broadsides and shoots you with its 2 turrets.
sure.
All right, guys, to keep from echoing, I'm going to have my mic off most of the time, and I'm going to have to turn it on whenever I have anything to say, which probably won't be much, but hey.
Okay. Okay, so you can hear it. It was like a slight reverb. Okay.
Yeah. One of the issues I have with the front turret gun is the front turret gun is bracketable, but does not have a sister gun to bracket with.
It's waiting for
When you're
Russia
shooting
getting
up,
bracketing through.
when you're shooting up target at long, you do want a triple bracket.
Right, you can't.
You can.
It's a 120.
Do you not? Yeah, it's not. Is it not the same gun type, or is it gun dice? I thought it was gun type.
size.
Damn it.
The ship sucks. All right. It's
The
not
ship
good.
is fine.
It's not fine.
It's fine because it's 300 points.
You would not take it.
No,
You would take
I
the
would.
other ships.
I would take this. I would not take Izamil. I hate the
You would
Izamil.
I wouldn't take that
Let's-
either.
Just because there's one busted ass Kickstarter ship doesn't make these two terrible.
I'm not counting that. I wouldn't take either of these ships.
Well,
we're going to cover it in this episode. We're going to cover in this episode. I agree with Garrett. With Russian battle cruisers are not worth the points they take
Thank
up
you.
in a fleet because you can make up those points with other ships. But if you were to take a battle cruiser, let's talk about the Ishmael because it is a gunship. All right, let's look at it, Ruben, from the top. Let's look at the Ishmael compared to the Kazarski.
So where the Ismail loses an armor slot for a miss, we trade the 120 mil for precision crew, and we drop the torpedo to regain one of our armor slots. And then the sides, we are trading all the weapon armament for 510 blue greens, so the close range guns, and we're trading the armor for steering gear. So this
At
one,
least it's got some steering gear.
this one is categorically worse.
It's worse. I
How?
didn't say it was. I think both are awful.
Because at close range, blue guns need to bracket together to go through an equivalent target.
Right, and you have 4 bracketable guns on each side.
That means firing optimally, you will do maximum 2 slots.
Right, which is the same the other one can do.
At long,
They have the
you
same.
need to triple bracket green guns together, and long is only 10 hexes here. So
they both have 10 hex range.
So that means that this one will do. You'll have to put 3 in and fire an individual, or you'll have to do a 4-gun bracket.
Right, and on the Kazarski, you're doing a 2-gun bracket with a single shot blue gun at long, and this one you can do 2.
The 2 green bracket at long is not as effective at the range as the blue yellows, because greens are not.
So getting 2 shots with 2 greens and a blue crew versus getting 2 shots where you have double bracket blue and then you have a single shot blue is going to look very similar. Because your single shot blue at long is not really going to do much against anything heavy. And the Ishmael has the chance of maybe getting lucky on 2 shots and doing 2 slots.
Kazarski is better at close.
The guns don't even matter. These ships are going to get shredded. They have bad armor, bad maneuverability, bad SI.
My issue with the battle cruisers is that you don't want to get them close.
Yeah, but
and yet these are telling you to get close.
Yeah, the battle cruiser is there too. The battle cruiser can get close to cruisers. It can get close to destroyers. You don't want to get this thing within 10 hexes of a battleship.
Because I would want to get it close to a lot of the cruisers out there.
Well, the only context that we have for a battle cruiser, it will either only be played as big heavy, where it's going to be sitting right next to a battleship, or it's going to be MSU. And me personally, I prefer battle cruisers that are going to be played in big heavy. And my assessments are, I play big heavy. That's the only way I'm going to play a battle cruiser. I don't think they have to be very specifically. There's one that I think is good enough to actually play in MSU, and that's the Mave King, because it's goated way, way better than any of these other ships. And that is what I would play in MSU. Everything else, big heavy, because Papa Bear battleship is going to pick up the slack if this thing gets shot first. So that's why I prefer the yellow-blue one, because I typically take a bunch of yellow-blues on my battleship, and this is just more of the same gun and more saturation gun. So
the Romanov, the Kickstarter ship, is the only ship designed here that would ever be worth playing in a battlecruiser for Russia. It's the only ship worth designing a fleet around and flying. It's the only thing that would be fun. Because it has turrets, blue yellows, it goes speed 8. It's awesome.
Man, this thing is just so clearly stupid.
This is Ruben.
So
this is the only real battlecruiser in this game. Fast, powerful.
I beg to differ. The Tiger also
That's
a Kickstarter
the Tiger
ship.
as well. Also
Tiger
a real
is battlecruiser.
from history.
Am I
Fast-
gonna have to soapbox the same point that I've made
High
on the
offense.
Discords?
No, I think Kickstarter ships are totally fine. Just print them off, play 'em.
I
like
think these
everything
things
else.
are clearly
Awesome.
out of line in the compared to the design of every other component.
Hey,
Like
Garrett.
this ship is
Yeah.
obviously
The other battlecruisers are just not designed well at all. They're just not. They're not good for playing. What? I'm sorry, Nick. Yes.
Garrett, let's do it. Let's have a match. I'll bring the Romanoff. You bring the Tiger. And
Hell
we'll
yeah.
play
That sounds fun.
Kickstarter
That
versus
actually sounds
Kickstarter
fun.
Battlecruiser.
Can you do
Yeah.
that Thursday?
I can. Yeah, let's do it Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring a Tiger. Tiger and Maeve King, baby. No, Maeve King's
Yeah,
a
I
battlecruiser,
mean-
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Like this stuff, like it doesn't
Cannot-
matter what points
cannot
this
and
thing
Tiger.
is. It's gonna be played over anything else, and it's just gonna push every other battle cruiser out of the game.
What the two other battlecruisers?
Yeah,
The Ismail. Listen, those other battlecruisers either got to go way down in points, and that's the only
Well,
thing.
why
They can
would-
do. They got to plummet? They got to plummet in points.
why would you ever play that? Why would you ever play the Kazarsky if you could just take the Romanov?
If it was 250 points,
Why would it be 250? Like these raw stats are not 250.
I would say like 280 maybe. But yeah,
that's a problem.
I would
Yeah, like
rather
you just find the points somewhere else to play the
There's-
good ship.
There's
Well, and
4
that's-
types of ships in Leviathans, and battlecruisers struggle to exist
yes.
That's
outside
true.
of Maeve King.
The biggest issue, and this is going to be consistent. We're going to bring this up basically in every category, every ship type, is that right now the way the game is designed is that you pay for quality, and you might as well pay for quality. We talked about in the battleship episode where there's not a lot of reason to save points on your battleship when it's going to be the center of your fleet. So pay the extra points, pick the most expensive one, then build the rest of your fleet around it. And battlecruisers are in the same situation where you're sinking a huge investment of your points into that ship. So just pay the extra and get the one that's quality.
And
And-
because there's so few components, you will always just take the best in class if you're going to take it, and you will
Yeah.
just take a best in class of something else. So the minute that
that's-
there's anything that pushes out other components, they will just never be played.
That's
And that's
competitive
my
play, though.
concern.
That's
Yeah,
competitive
that's-
play.
But
I
that's
like
that's a greater concern than just competitive, because if competitive, there's only one mono build for every single faction, you lose diversity substantially.
well, there's not only one mono build, but there is
But-
a slim selection of ships you can take.
If I had access to that ship and Maria, why would I play anything else in the faction? They're the
You
two
wouldn't.
most optimal ships.
You wouldn't. That's right.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine, Ruben, because I would look at that. I'd play 4 or 5 games of that and say, okay, I'm going to try something different and just play something else for a while.
I think here's one of
You know-
the issues that I have with the points set up as they currently stand. And I know this sounds silly because every ship is different, but I would actually like to see more points, like more ships that are at the same point level. So that if you're looking for something to do this, maybe
choice.
this is the one that you go with as opposed to this. And
Yes.
right now, because everything is a different points level, a lot of the time, like when I'm building MSU, trying to find what fits into that is rough because there's not a lot of options. It's just like, okay, this is the points that I can squeeze things into.
Yeah. We're in an early stage of this game.
Yep.
Mhm.
Even though it's from 2012. We're in an early stage, and they just have not figured out where the puzzle pieces fit yet.
Yeah.
For designing
the-
stuff.
The
it's hard.
entire plane section is kind of in that same category where, like, list building is easy because you have 100 points up to planes that you don't really need to take. So that's a buffer zone where you just build your list and then whatever you have left over, take some planes.
That's a very anti-plane take,
It's
Mr.
I
Mr.
haven't
Hate
gotten-
Turret Fighter.
But I think we've
Plain
wasted
team.
enough time on battle cruisers.
All right,
Yeah.
moving
They're just not,
on.
listen, they're just not good. That's the end thing, unless the Romanov.
I think
Russian.
the Kazarsky and Ismail, they need to be faster in order to be worth it because they're the same speed as the battleships.
Yeah,
They need to
that
be like
that
real
has been my
battlefield.
biggest complaint about all the battle cruisers is the trade-off should be, okay, I've got less armor, but I've got more speed and maneuverability. They don't have to be massively more so, but,
A little bit be nice.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like the
And
Roman.
that's why I tend to play them just in big heavy, because synergy.
They're just like
Alrighty.
mini battleships.
Yeah.
They're not battle cruisers. They're mini battleships. All right.
Uh,
Anyways, moving on.
Cruisers.
Kiev class.
Mhm. The Kiev
Kiev
class and the Pilata class.
There's a
So
lot.
the Kiev class has an average bow for all cruisers in the game. And it has a slightly above average. It's got 1+1 on its side. And I'll just do both the overviews and then we'll move on from there. The Pilata is actually slightly below average in its bow and its base breach values. And then its side is like very hard, which we all know from experience that the Pilata side is really hard to crack. And that's not even counting the armor slots on the dumb thing. So,
It's awesome.
I do hate the Pilata.
Yeah, let's cover the Kiev class before we get to Pilata, just so we can save the keep people hanging on.
Yeah. Can we start at the top? I'm assuming you guys are looking at Scott's website, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay. Alexandra. What is this shit? What is this sitting? What is this doing?
Look,
It's got a bunch of armor and a gun.
Look, it's got 2 red repair crew. And that's pretty
But you
cool.
can't repair armor.
No, but you can take the Anastasia, Captain Anastasia, or you take the captain card that lets you repair crew slots. So you can take your repair crew, keep it behind your battleship, and then every time your battleship gets blown up on the same turn, you can send 2 red dice down to repair that slot, and bring it back.
And then whiff both of them.
Hey, that's 4 red dice to get a
This ship. You know what this ship should be? A ramming ship.
Ooh.
This would be a great ramming ship.
That'd be great if it wasn't speed 7.
Yeah. Anyways,
Hard
I don't know
burn.
what.
Oh
the
wait,
point of
no,
this
that's
is.
not the.
I know it's designed to be the repair thing, but like we've already discussed how like that doesn't work out well.
It's got 1 gun with double precision crew, which is cool, but it's not going to hit anything meaningfully, and it's the most expensive cruiser in the Kiev class.
Yeah. I don't get the design of this guy. The pattern of its armor and single gun is identical to a bunch of destroyers that are also designed to be screeners, where they have high armored sides, so they fly up to whatever ship that they're going to defend and then defensive screen it, and then they pop at you with 1 gun. I wouldn't want to do this with a cruiser. I'd rather just have a regular cruiser that shoots.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
a quarter
also
of your
do
fleet's
defensive
points.
screen with it.
For 1 gun. Yeah, the Alexander suffers because there's a destroyer that does the same thing, and it's half the points.
Okay.
Less points.
On
And
to the Bion. So the Bion, we're trading out 1 of the precision crew for another gun, same type. And on
Actually
the
better.
sides, much better. Like, so good. On the sides, we're trading out 2 of the armors for torpedoes.
And your repair crew.
And your repair crew. Yeah, you're trading your
For-
repair
for a
crew to
for a
a
crew
blue
slot.
crew. And you've got a third 612 yellow blue in your stern. I like this ship. This ship is really well
good.
designed as a support torpedo cruiser. The minute you have
the 12 long is great.
Yeah, 12 long's great. Italians are 12 long on all their guns. They're so good. And having torpedoes out your side is much better for these broadsiding support cruisers than having them out of your bow, because you just turn and, follow in your ship formation as you're attacking. You fire all your guns, and then you can put out 2 of your torpedoes. You're at speed 10 with HPT 2 and steering gear with 24 SI. So you're on the average, you're a little bit above average. You're on the same SI as Grief, which is a good place to be. So once you do start taking the BTKs, you're not going to go down as fast as some other cruisers in the game. You're firing 3 guns, which means you have an optimal pattern for firing at long and at close, because you fire at long, all 3 guns together, hit 1 slot, really efficient, and at close you can spike really hard with 3.
Yeah.
So I really prefer that layout. 4 is really, really good, but there are very few cruisers that will put out 4 in a broadside. 2 torpedoes, I like being, if you're going to take just a solo, I like being at 2, 4, 6 torpedoes. So having one ship that just puts out the 2 pattern where they can stack together, really good. Like, solid, dependable design. I like, depending on the fleet you're flying, I definitely think you should be building. This is a good ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of reasons to exist.
Mm-hmm. Next, Kirov. We're trading out. So we trade out Bion's gun for an armor. And then we trade out the steering gear and the blue yellows for 3 102s, so 510 blue greens. We maintain the blue crew, and we don't have a stern gun. So not having a stern gun makes this 3 blue green pattern, in my opinion, because we're firing 1-6-12, which is good at close, isn't really going to contribute very well at long. And the 3 gun patterns, I really prefer to have the blue greens in 4 gun patterns, so that at close you're firing 2 pairs.
You can at least brag it too. Yeah, this ship it's with the Bane in existence, there's no reason for this to exist. It has no purpose. Outside of in campaigns, when you have a limited number of ships, titles or whatever, yeah, it didn't exist. Competitive play, the ship just has no reason to be there.
Yeah, and we'll see.
It's slower and less maneuverable. Yeah.
That was exactly. I was going to say, it being speed 9 with Enter 4-2 with no steering gear just means and we're going to get to the Plata and the Tratea as well. Like when you're talking about like a cruiser, like again, you just find the points to take a better ship. If I have these points, I'm almost going to take like a destroyer and planes before I take like one of the cheap cruisers.
We'll see this with a lot of these cheaper cruisers that are trying to have a battery of these non-turreting blue greens. They tend to be 1 gun short, which means that they're really kind of inefficient when you try to fire them optimally with each other. Next, Aurora. All right. Aurora is back to the 2 yellows up front with turrets. We don't have the precision crew, and we trade the precision crew for an armor, so more defensive.
You get precision crew on the sides.
And you've got precision crew on the sides, yeah. So we're going to back to 2 armor on the side, so we're giving up the steering gear from Bion again. But we're giving up one of the side guns. One of the side guns to have a side 610 blue yellow. We still have the blue crew. We still have precision. This particular ship is my favorite of this line.
This is a good spearing ship.
Yeah,
because you can bracket fire left
really
and
well
right.
designed for the style that I tend to play, where when you have the initiative and you're in kind of the mirror match with battle line plus squads, this ship, when it gets too close of another cruiser, because that cruiser had to move before it did, and spears it, it is going to do a heinous amount of damage if it spikes. And when it's coming in and like flanking, it's still going to fire it'll fire up with 3 blues into a battleship with precision to crack 1 for sure when you're shooting at long. And then if you're shooting at close, you can like order your stuff. So what I've flown this once now, and what I was doing is I'd fire the 2 bow guns individually to crack through slots at close. And then I would fire the precision gun to be like, okay, I've done damage to you. Now, where do I want to get a BTK roll? Do I want to take off something else specific based on what I hit? That kind of thing. Or you can fire your first gun, and if it bounces, then you bracket the other 2 together with a precision. Really flexible ship. Love this design. I don't think there's a lot of fat on this ship. Besides the MP7 and HPT2 is that's one of those things that you're gonna have to play around.
The close range is 6 though. Really helps with that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, one
And
more.
Sad Rurik. We trade armor for a torpedo, so we're back to a 1 torpedo. We have a torpedo in the front, and then like the Kirov before it, we're trading. We have 2 of the 5 10s, blue greens, but these are 4/8s, so they're even worse. But we're getting a yellow crew, but we're trading one of our 3 guns for a torpedo. So this is just not a focused design.
Straight in the dump. Straight in the bin.
Yeah.
It's got those yellow crew though.
They tried
Oh,
to salvage
buddy.
it with the yellow crew, but like you really, when we talk about optimum fire solutions, this guy is just, he's just not going
It
to.
also has an SI of 22, which is dangerous.
Yeah, 22 is
and
golden
no-
BB territory.
It's got 4/8s with like no armor on the sides. Like you have to get close with it, and it does not want to be with an 8.
No, they just had to combo
Yeah.
2 of the ships together and lower the SI, and that's how they got it.
Yeah.
All right, Palada.
Oh Lord, our nemesis.
Oh baby,
My
this
least
thing's so
favorite
hot.
ship.
The namesake of its class.
So we're going to start with the Triteria.
Oh, fine.
Fine. Open it.
I mean, I think this ship is still good.
Huh.
Like, sure,
They're
it's not
both good.
Palada, but like,
They're both
okay. So 23 SI, that means you won't get golden BB'd, which is really important. So at 22, if you get hit once and you take 1 damage and somebody hits it again and re-rolls into it, and they roll 20, you're dead. Golden BB. So
It's got a missed slot in the bow. You still can technically get golden BB.
uh-oh, watch out. Don't get shot in the bow.
Yeah, that's just
MP10.
rule 1 for the cruisers.
Yeah, don't get shot in the bow. 10 MP, inner hex before 2, and blue AA, which is blue AA is normal for cruisers. We've got 3 610 yellow blues with a blue crew. On the sides, we've got 3 armor and 2 blue crew.
It's freaking awesome, dude. This
And
you can like
we've got
fly this thing in and
another
just repair to the
610.
moon.
Like, I understand that Palada is good. I think Palada is getting inflated by friggin' precision crews. This ship,
Sure. Yeah,
like this ship is solid. The minute
you
you
can take-
take
you can take both of these.
the minute you take double shifts on this ship and you can repair at 15s, if you get your T crossed, all these 4 blue crew are like really consistent. They can keep these guns online. You've got a shit ton of armor on your sides. This is a well designed. This is my kind of cruiser.
This is Romanoff level broken. Plata and this shit.
I have a couple of things to say about the Triteia. So one thing I don't like about it is, yes, you have all the crew to repair it, but the repairing takes a turn, right? So like you get 3 of your guns knocked out. Yeah, you can probably get all 3 of them back online, but you're just not going to be doing anything next turn. Wait for the repair phase. Second thing, there's no steering gear. So you're moving 10, enter before 2, which isn't bad. It's fine. It's still a fast cruiser. It doesn't let you do the corkscrew donuts that make Palada stupid.
Your steak is too juicy. The lobster too buttery.
Yes, no, exactly. It's
This is clearly
absolutely-
a broadsider.
absolutely
not gonna
take
brawl.
both of them. Take both Palada and Triteia. It's fun. You can even take the Admiral, because the Admiral is at the start of the phase. You pick a cruiser to give precision crew. So every turn you can just bounce back and forth between your cruisers and have one jump into a cloud and get out of the fight, have the other one jump in, and then they can actually hit and run. It's dumb. It's hilarious that you can take
Listen,
both.
I know we're not supposed to talk about points, but like points wise, like the Kiev's got to be so much lower, or this has got to be so much higher. There's just no competition.
And
It's hard to compare them.
yeah,
and the problem is that you can't take the points too high because it's still just kind of the same stats and still just the same defensive profile and everything.
yeah.
But there's
it
also
would be
not
the-
really enough options where you're making enough
be what
trade-offs.
would happen if like we had an actual like live competitive scene and like Palada and Triteria were just like winning every event.
Yeah. and then they'd be like immediately out of the meta the minute
Right.
the points change even a little.
What's interesting to me is that these two ships, like on their own, just look like generic cruisers that could be in any faction, except for maybe the blue crew that looks pretty Russian. But like they don't have precision crews, no repair crews. All the Kiev classes have like torpedoes mixed in there. They have repair crews. They have like extra redundant crews. So like they all have like these designs behind like the Russian stuff, Russian like slots. Whereas these just look like these are just armored gunboats, and you can put them in any faction. What makes them so bonkers in Russia is with the precision shots admiral. But like you said, like don't take that admiral, take something else, and run these anyway. They're still going to be
It's-
fine because they're
it's
still
the-
just gunboats.
And it's the Italian speed with armor.
And blue
Too.
crew.
And the
Yeah.
blue crew, yeah.
Most factions
So
don't
good.
have blue crew, or they have one of their like mainline peak ships. That's the blue crew one.
It surprised me starting with Russia and then looking at other factions, being like, "Where's like when does your crew get better?" And it's like, "Oh, it doesn't. It's just green all the way."
Yeah, everybody's green everywhere else. Yeah.
We're just desperate for red black dice.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty,
Uh,
Palada.
Palada.
So
Look at that
Palada
steering gear.
Here
Look
she
at it all.
trades one of its bow guns for a 203, which is a red-yellow. And then we
713.
trade one of the crew and one of the armor out of each of the sides for steering gear. And we keep the same speed and just put a gun back there too, because we traded out the crew back there for a gun. Now, when I played this thing, that actually came up. So it's not as consistently bursty at close as Trateria is.
Okay.
Because you can't fire, you're not firing 4 guns, 4 yellow blues with blue crew. You're firing 2 yellow blues with blue crew and 2 yellow blues without any crew. And when you're firing at close, that's not going to burst as much because you're probably going to have to bracket the 2 yellows together, the stern ones, to get a similar die pool as a crude gun slot. But at long, it's bracketing just as good.
Yeah,
This thing's
honestly, like I don't dive with Palada. I mean, it's great to dive when you've killed the enemy battleship and you need to clean up, of course. But yeah, like I typically bracket one front, one stern, like one bow, one stern gun together to get the crew on both shots.
Mhm.
And then you have that red 13, that 713 red yellow with the blue crew. So like, just even if you're just sitting there around 10 hexes, you're firing everything. And then
These 3 shots destroy ships.
Yeah.
They destroy him, especially when he's got the precision crew. It's just game over, man. Destroyers off the board. Done.
Yeah.
With
Gross.
3 shots.
So good.
Yeah, and again, like you said about the bursting, when you're talking about like fighting other cruisers or destroyers, if you again with the context of taking the precision shots admiral, you can fight. That's 5 shots that you can ignore miss slots, because if you roll a miss slot, you just go, "I'm gonna give it a +1." That's a 2 now. That's 5 shots. That's 5
Gonna
shots
be dead is what it's
that
gonna
aren't
be.
gonna miss. And you might get lucky on that single yellow gun with no crew that just you roll an 8 and then you roll location dice and go like, "Oh, does a 13 break? Oh, it does. Cool."
Mhm.
So Plata is it's a widowmaker. It really like, and what I love about it is the double steering gear allows you to do anything you want. It gets the enter before hex 0 slip chain stupid nonsense. You can do that right off the gate. It's you guys have played against. You guys have all played against me doing this. You light up the side, you knock out every slot, and then I say, "I'm going to turn around now," and you're never going to shoot that slot again. And so
I have almost destroyed Palata like 20 times.
it is
Almost
so hard to
destroyed.
kill. You have to kill it in that turn, or it gets away. And you can't say that about a lot of cruisers.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of cruisers get shot and that D12 rolls a 12. And then they're at like 22, 23 SI and they randomly get BTK'd at a plus like 6 and then they're just gone.
Yeah, that happens.
But the minute you have 3 armor on your side and chain slips,
In a 1v1, these ships versus any of the battle cruisers, except for the Romanov, would win 100% of the time.
I
Easily.
don't know if that's true.
For sure. Because they would just fly around the battle cruiser.
Oh, again, I've done it to all three of you guys. I usually sink Pilata like fast to get into your stern, and then just start shooting engines, and it works more often than not. So
Really good.
I love it. I love it. Speed 10, Enter 40, 5 guns.
All right, Plata S plus,
No notes.
amazing. Moving
Yep.
on, destroyers. Why do they
Destroy
exist?
time.
Why do they
Alrighty.
exist?
That could
Why
just
are they
be
here?
that could be the title. That could be a subtitle of the game.
The Berkut class. Starting with the name ship Berkut.
The Berkut?
The
It sure is a
in
ship.
general,
It's there.
yeah, that's generally kind of how destroyers are. So Berkuts
4-8.
are slightly below average on their armor, on their breach values for their bow and their stern, well, and their side. The Berkut Light, so this is the first time this has happened. So there are a few different classes of ships in the game where they're all the different named ships of that class don't have all the same breach value patterns. Most of them do, a few of them don't. A lot of the cruisers don't, and a lot of the destroyers don't. So we have Berkut and the Berkut Light. Berkut Light has considerably less breach values for its bow and its sides. So keep that in mind when you look at them. So they're already not the most durable ships because they're destroyers. So if you're
I'm just
gonna,
baffled as
take
to why
one,
you have 2 precision crews on the sides.
so you can shoot your one crappy bracket gun at close and definitely bounce off that one slot that you really wanted to.
Here's my theory. I think they had the idea of adding stuff like the Germans bracketing crew to other ships, and then maybe you could bracket crew with the precision crew another ship. Because I don't know. Maybe.
Because you bracket, you add the crew, you add the guns. So at 8 hexes, you're throwing 2 green, and then you're taking the better of the 2 blue, and then you're getting a +2/-2 on that shot on your slot die.
Mhm.
You know, like averaging 8.5 plus location die, like it's not going to hurt a battleship. The +2/-2 is neat, but like this is kind of like, is it designed to fight other destroyers? Because
Yeah, it'll hunt other destroyers.
yeah, so it's just like, okay, cool. Usually destroyers are hanging around their battleship that's providing covering fire. You're not flying this thing like under the nose of the Kaiser to go snipe that. Because again, 4-8, you know, you got to really commit to do anything. It's fast though.
Yeah.
It's fast.
It is. They are fast. They are
Move
zippy.
10 HPT1 with 19 SI. Let me tell you, as a Italian cruiser enjoyer, 19 SI is not a number. Do not trust 19 SI.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want to go through each Berkut. I don't like.
I mean,
Listen, there's one that's a repair crew one, and there's one that's a torpedo boat with no armor. Like
the Subda has the 510 yellow. I kind of prefer these, but it's got no turrets besides that one, so it's not going to do that much.
Yellow crew.
I think the Vistank Nick
Zadnik? I'm not sure how to say
Zadnik.
that.
I think it's the better design than Berkut. You trade out one precision crew for an armor, and you keep the one armor in your bow. That's a more hardy design, and you still get to like pick a slot that you hit with your bracket at close if you're going to go duel with destroyers. Because frankly, a lot of destroyers have this one turret up front, one gun each side, like gun pattern on them. So if you're in MSU verse, be aware that this kind of stuff exists. Sturliad, nah.
I take Sterling for the torpedoes, but I also agree it's not my favorite.
See, I take
That
Nadeza for the torpedoes. If I'm running MSU with Russian, I want Nadeza there to try to throw some stuff in the way.
Outside of narrative play, I don't see a lot of point for these destroyers, especially like the one that is good, the Zadnik. We're gonna say like I mean, I know we're not supposed to talk points, but it's hard to talk about any of the talking about points. But like the German destroyers that are useful, like the Wolf and Hoon, are like 30 to 40 points cheaper.
Yeah, because they're stupidly pointed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like if the Zadnik was 140 points, it would be awesome to put in a
be
fleet.
good. Yeah. Yeah, the 5-10 range, the blue crew, it can hurt something. You bracket those together at, if you get close, bracket them together.
And you don't lose the game when you lose it. Like losing a 200-point destroyer sucks.
Yeah.
So
I think the Nadezhda is the best designed one because unlike all the other classes, I don't rate torpedoes very high. Okay? Hear me out. For destroyers expressly, torpedoes are generally better than their guns. Because even though it's wholly within the opponent's control whether or not they hit them, it might actually do something. And if it does do something, it can really ruin a game. So if you're going to take a destroyer, take these support torpedo destroyers because they'll actually contribute and not have to get within friggin' 4 hexes or something and get smoked immediately. Instead, they can just stay back, shoot torpedoes, zone the board, and then if your opponent has to take the risk to go into the torpedo and you hit them and you actually smoke a slot, it takes effect immediately. And you know what that torpedo and this whole destroyer just did? Paid for itself.
I don't know.
Yeah,
just bring a couple of torpedo bombers.
Torpedo bombers are terrible, dude. They're the worst plane.
Garrett, I take torpedo bombers.
And I laugh.
I try to use them. It's hard, man.
Dude, this ship's not going to do anything more. It's going to instantly die.
It has a repair crew.
It's going to instantly die. 17 SI. It has like 8 average armor on the front. My God.
Garrett, I've been flying a Nadezhda in like all of my lists like the last few months. It stays back at like 15, 16 hexes and just puts torpedoes out every turn.
Yeah, it just eats your points.
You gotta take something.
Yeah. Take something better. This thing sucks.
Clearly, Garrett is a battleship and cruiser enjoyer like most of the rest of us.
I'm sorry. It's how the game works.
I mean, battleship, cruiser, destroyer is a legitimate build. So you have to be able, if you're going to play that archetype, you need to know the good destroyers to take.
I think it sucks that Russia doesn't have any like solid workhorse destroyers. But let's look at this Novik.
I've gotten some work out in the Nadezhda's torpedoes.
I do
maybe not against you, Garrett. Maybe not against you.
I do agree that their destroyers are not as good as the more premier destroyer.
Novik, we're almost at our time limit. Novik time.
Yeah. We're skipping the Anastasia.
Are we? Did I skip it? Or is it mid?
She's got 1 gun, speed 12, and a repair
mid.
1 with double. She's got 4 yellow repair crews on it, which is really cool. But as I've said before, it's really hard to get them to work. So,
nope,
it's a gimmick.
She's got double miss slots in every hole though. It's pretty cool.
Alrighty, the kit. We are SI-19, MP-10, and Interhex before turn of 2 with green AA, which is standard for destroyers. We've got...
This thing's just gonna die.
Yeah. So, it's below average breach values.
That's just Garrett's note on every destroyer. Gonna die. Gonna die. Gonna die.
It is. Yeah. It's 4-8 range.
I don't know if your opinion is valid when you play the faction that has 140-point destroyers that have breach values and armor equivalent to more than cruisers.
I play against you guys. I'm aware of what is good.
and you still don't take them. That's the scary part. Is you still don't play Wolf and Hound. You play Hamburglar. You try to get me with Hamburglar.
Dude, Hamburglar is awesome. It doesn't die, bro. awesome.
That's true. Much to my frustration.
It takes like all of your ships for like 6 turns.
For like 3, which is ridiculous.
All right, I'm sorry. Listen, this ship's got 4-8 range guns, no turrets on the side. You got a turret in the front, turret on the back.
We trade the precision crew for repair crew.
Okay, yeah,
Pretty cool.
It's 170 points. I never
Technically, this one can triple bracket out of its side because it's got the rear turret.
Double. Yeah.
It sure could.
It could do a whole
at 8.
one bracket.
And then immediately die at the end of that turn.
Mm-hmm. Pelican.
Next.
We're
Is there only
trading
2
out-
Novics?
Yep.
Yeah, there's only 2.
All these secondary ships only have 2 in the class.
There's only 2 Pilatus too.
Yeah, but they're both bangers.
Yeah, you got distracted by the 2 bangers. Yeah. All right. Pelican trades its 75 for a 510 yellow blue, and a precision crew. So we trade the armor for the precision crew, which, considering you're already pretty low in your breach values, I don't know if that's super worth it.
Yeah, 2
And
miss
you've
slots.
got,
Just don't worry about it.
you trade out your,
Don't get shot in the bow. That's just I what are you guys talking about? Armor in the bow is irrelevant. Just don't get shot in the bow.
That's true. Hey, that's a skill issue.
Yeah.
And you trade your 4.8 75mm gun for a singular torpedo.
It's also
And
only speed 8.
If
It's abysmally
It's only
slow
speed
for
8.
Russian ships.
if you are running Russian MSU, you have to run this. It's not ideal, but you have to. And
yeah, because it's cheap.
the thing about it is, you do have the torpedoes. You are not wanting this in combat at all. You are going to throw out some torpedoes, and you're going to hide behind everything that you can hide behind to get to the other end of the board as quick as you can.
You're gonna throw 1 torpedo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
1 torpedo.
And 2 at the Dejda.
No, I think he'll survive long enough to at least throw out 3.
That's a bold statement.
Well, see,
Yeah.
here's
All right,
here's the counterpoint to that is, if this is on the board, there are other ships that you want to shoot more because they have guns that will actually hit you.
Yeah, but like you can I could just eat your points. Just num.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, Russia is a cruiser battleship centric faction.
Yes. Their cruisers are... They've got a solid stable of cruisers that are just good.
With some
And-
S tier admirals.
With some really good support admirals, too. Yeah. Even double shifts and or precision crews. Both of those work really good with these cruisers. They've got... Their breach values in general are kind of... they're kind of average, but to me it seems like overall the faction has more armor slots than a lot of other factions.
The good
So
ships are good.
They feel tanky. Like their good ships are tanky and strong. They're not particularly faster than any faction. And they're not. Like Falcons are 10 and 12, man.
Bro, these are some fast ships.
Grief's 10. What are you talking about? Just because you play Hamburglar, that's
I think
5.
Grief is not 10. It's 8, first off. Okay.
I think the thing is that the good ships are fast.
Yes.
That's the difference. The difference is that
And
you're not trading
Just play
like
good ships.
Yeah, you're not trading like, oh, I could take the one with more guns, but I'm losing the speed. It's like, no, the one with all the guns also has the speed
And the
armor.
armor.
Not true for other factions.
Exactly.
For British.
Exactly.
So we
I got a
had
list
some
right here.
technical difficulties. I'm willing to go a little bit over here, especially since we wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about how playtesting was going. And while we can't get into real details over what exactly we are playtesting, the big question is, are the ideas that they're coming out with as far as testing good ideas? Are these things that you are pleased with?
Well, yes, but also the thing that we're testing right now is kind of a duh. It's one of those things that we all looked at the game and we all kind of went, well, no shit, when we saw it.
Yes. True. Thank you
So
to the people who want
yes,
to make it happen.
it is
It's a
good.
big thank you. Yes.
I'm glad we're testing it, but also kind of seems like a no-brainer, y'all.
But now you're gonna have evidence to back it up and data.
Yeah, and at least I respect the grind for data and data-based decision making, so I'm fine with it, and I'm happy to put in our data. I do find it a little bit funny that there's a pretty substantial difference in quality of, like, in-depthness of our reports compared to other people, but it's good to get a whole gamut.
Well, thank you to everyone who's participated in playtest. Everyone's doing a great job.
I just wish it was more standard. Like, I feel like there's a lot of context
Nice.
that the game needs.
Nice.
Like, it. Okay. All right, I'll go on a whole tangent. I've tested, like, this team has tested and written a large expansion to Rebellion in the Rim. I learned a ton about game design, writing, technical writing, playtesting, project management, a ton of stuff from doing that. It was a lot of my time to do. And it's really opened my eyes to really like how legitimately difficult this process is. Like, writing rules for war games is hard. It's hard. We've all done it now. Like, we've all taken part in the process of trying to do it. And it's work, y'all. It's hard. So I'm glad that they're doing what they're doing, but I'm also like, well, why aren't we providing all the context of our game? Like, what mission did we play? What map did we play? Who played first? What was the mission band?
The real answer is it's difficult to write everything down.
It is. That's true. Because
people are volunteering their time.
Because I come with an extra piece of paper to write everything down, and I'm also doing it because if I'm going to put game material in front of the actual developers, I want to also see other parts of the game's issues and meta stagnation that we're seeing, because we're kind of like way up on reps compared to pretty much everyone else, then so that they can see it and kind of like get a taste of, oh, okay, like this group is always kind of playing this way. Maybe like, take a note of that, put it in your back pocket. As the game comes out, you can be just that step ahead on knowing what's coming in the game that we're already at, right? So I'm just kind of like passing that stuff along to them, and hopefully they'll just kind of notice it. Maybe
the piece
if we want, we can write a little form with how much information you want. We can just break ours up into that and copy that.
I mean, I'm already doing that, so you guys don't even
the
need
the piece that I was really pleased to see is just they have a realistic idea of when they want this back so that they can act upon it, knowing that Origins is coming up. They requested everything to come in before Origins, saying that they're not gonna act on it before Origins, but they know that right after Origins, they're going to have some time to start looking at things and hopefully have some updates. Did they give a time frame on that? Okay.
No.
I didn't think so. I mean, the time frames are hard.
From what I've heard, is it CGL at like basically every major expo con from now, basically until Christmas or something?
If your company wants to stay in business, you're going to be at every con.
At everyone. Yep.
Every place. Because if you lose public sight of them looking at you, there's so much competition, you are donezo. Doesn't matter how big you are.
Yeah, so I mean, what do we have? We've got Origins and we've got Gen Con, I know. But what else is coming?
Let me see. Is Gamehole Con
Nova, PAX
Unplugged.
Is that in the summer? I think it is. Or early fall.
Early fall, I think.
Gamehole Con's up in October.
Gamehole Con.
Hey, it was fun. We went.
Yeah, I know. It's just way out of the way.
Yes, yeah, it's up in Madison, Wisconsin. That's a
Nick.
long drive. What?
Nick, this tiger is absolute beast. I don't even need a fleet. I'll just bring this thing.
Just bring that. Oh, is that? Oh, you know what? Let's do it. I'll bring just the Romanov.
What kind of fight club are we running now?
Yes.
What is this?
One ship enters. 2 ships enter. One ship
Unplugged
leaves.
is in
There we
December.
go.
PAX Unplugged
Yeah,
is
PAX
in
Unplugged.
December.
Yeah.
Thank you,
the
Zig.
First weekend. Bro, it's got 3 saturation turrets up front
Oh my god.
on a battle cruiser.
Okay,
Plus
so
turrets on the side. It's incredible.
so Thursday is
It's gonna
going to
be
be the battle of the Kickstarter battle cruisers and whatever fleets you build around those.
Let me look at this tiger closely.
Dude, this thing is a nightmare.
Ridiculous.
Oh, come on.
Big
You
intense.
remember the Tiger very well, Nick, because
You remember it because you flew speed 9 and passed my torpedoes. I was like, what? I said,
Not only is this ship ridiculous, but it also just has torpedo tubes just cuz. Just toss
That's
them
just-
on there.
Goofy.
one of those rare. It's a rare saturation non-turreted gun in the stern there.
That's a British. That's a
Bonus.
Tea and
That's a
biscuits.
bonus gun.
normal right there.
That's a bonus gun. That's if you
guys,
fly
we had
by
some
me, I
parts
throw it on
left
the
over. Can we throw a gun on the back? Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
No. Why no bracketing 4.7 inch? Why?
I don't need to bracket those babies. All right.
You really don't.
No
I mean,
need.
You don't. It helps though.
No need.
All right. Well, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. We'll see you on Thursday.
Okay.
Sounds
Goodbye.
good.
Take
Night, y'all.
care.
I
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having
All right. And thank you guys for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed it. It has been a very good time. And we're looking forward to giving you some streaming on Thursday where we're going to go ahead and give you the Battle of the Kickstarter ships. Not sure entirely what all they're going to have along with that, but it'll be interesting to see it. I hope to see you guys then. Take care.